In the first part of the series, we have seen how to draw trend lines. Those trend lines, I referred them as static trend lines. They are also called as dynamic trend lines. Okay, as you might know, your moving averages act as support and resistance. If they act as support and resistance, you can consider them as a trend line. Here we will be using exponential moving averages, that is EMA. So let me draw an EMA like this. I have an EMA drawn here. Now the question comes, what should be the period of EMA? Okay, so every stock has his own personality, has his own attitude, so you cannot fixed on one EMA. You have to keep them changing as per the stock. After practice, after getting expertise, you may observe that okay, the EMA is coming in between 20-30 range, so let me keep it at 25 level, some or 26 level, or like that. Okay, so here we are looking at reliance reliance on hourly time frame. Okay, here this is white line is my EMA line and the basic candlestick chart. So what you need to do is you need to adjust your exponential moving average line such that it does maximum number of touches. So let me zoom out the chart so that we can have a clear view, and we need maximum number of touches, only touches. We don't want crossings like this. We want price to stay below or above the exponential EMA, like this. So you can say around 1918 to 21 we can have our EMA. So let's take it as uh, 18 here in this case. Okay, so this is my reliance chart. As you can see, price was taking proper resistance, crossed, then gave a volatile move on both side, and then was trying to move, take the resistance, broke with a volatile move. Here also a fake out above the EMA line, resistance, moved down, taken a resistance, crossed with volatile move, bounced back with volatile move, holding the resistances and going down. So this way you can look for, you know uh, EMA, your dynamic trend line based on your EMA. Let's switch to another stock. Let's take another example as let's take an random example of SRT Finance. Let's try to find out the exponential moving average which will have maximum number of touches. Let me zoom out the chart so that I can have a clear view. Mm, I am currently observing these points, these points, these points, and somewhere here you can say something here. So from historical to the present price action I am looking at, and I am looking for the maximum number of views, maximum number of touches. So I am adjusting my trend line so that I can have that achieved. So here you can see the price nicely took the resistance and bounced back with the support, came back down, immediately went back up. Here it's completely doing the same thing which is Here we have some whipsaws, but after this whipsaws, we both times we have a long move. Okay, so we will set to 56. So for this particular stock, which is less liquid compared to the Reliance, we have an EMA of value 56 acting as uh, dynamic support and resistance, or you can say dynamic trend line. When the price stays below the trend line, it is always easy for like do the short sales and stuff. Okay, so you can check another example of, let's say, some random stock again. uh, okay, take this Sipla. So here we are. So let me zoom out the chart a little bit and adjust the trend lines. Now I'm definitely looking at these lows and something here in between these zones I'm observing. So let's see which trend line gives the proper results. Okay, something here. If we take this break and holding support, sorry, resistance, fake out above the resistance holding nicely. Okay, and if I go on increasing like this is also acting beautifully as resistance and resistance, but you will miss such moves where you could have made a good amount of trade for intraday. So it depends long term, short term, or mid term which you are looking at. So let me get back to the, I guess it was 35 odd levels. So mm, okay, we will settle on 36 like this. So this is your trend line. Now as soon as you can see, yesterday as it moved up from the trend line, it gave a nice rally from 466 to 473. It's like 6 points, 1.5% in one go. Also it gave an opportunity to this thing. Now this is done on hourly. If you go on 15 minutes, we will have a choppy like very choppy price action on intradays. Even if we go on 5 minutes, we have this much choppy very choppy price movement. So in that situation, what you need to do is you need to zoom in your chart as much as possible and try to find out what EMA is holding on. Normally this EMA values goes in hundreds. I don't prefer that much. So till this particular time frame, it's okay, you can work around, but the best way to trade using this dynamic support resistance is your hourly. So based on hourly you can find your trades. So here you know that your price is facing a resistance here, so you may look for your short opportunities based on your trading time frame. Okay, so this is just one looking at this, but to get the confirmation, to get the surety, I use a couple of methods. One, we will use vortex, another one is Bollinger Band. So in the next video we will see both. How do we use a vortex indicator and a Bollinger Band, and if you master this dynamic trendline ka concept and mastery on Bollinger Band, You can make fortune in very short terms. So let's see those methods in detail in the next video. Thank you.